Welcome into the Los Angeles Lakers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Marshall Green. In today's show, we're going to talk about the breaking news that is coming out surrounding LeBron James, as Chris Haynes is reporting that LeBron is at least considering retirement. We'll break that down. We have some quotes from LeBron, and we'll talk about the idea of him potentially hanging up the sneaks after one of the best careers of all time in the NBA. Then we're going to talk about Kyrie Irving, because it sounds like Kyrie may be a Los Angeles Laker at some point this summer. But first, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, because the season may be over, but it is now the off season, which sometimes is more fun than the regular season. The Lakers are going to be making a lot of moves, and we're going to be making a lot of videos, because when the Lakers make a move, that's what we do. We make a video. Subscribe to the channel, videos every single day this off season. So this morning, Chris Haynes put this tweet out and said, or this was last night, excuse me. He said, breaking, Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James is unsure if he'll be with the team when the 2023 season starts in the fall, and retirement is under consideration, league sources tell NBA on TNT and Bleacher Report. And I don't doubt that LeBron at this age and this point of his career has at least thought about the idea of retirement. But I don't think this is saying he will retire. I mean, this is what LeBron said about his future. He said, we'll see what happens going forward. I don't know. I've got a lot to think about, to be honest. Just for me, personally, going forward with the game of basketball, I've got a lot to think about. And then Dave McMenamin, late last night, or I guess early this morning at 12:13 a.m., tweeted out, he said, LeBron James to ESPN on his thought process going into the offseason. The question was, when you say you got to think about stuff, what thread should we be pulling on that? And the answer was, if I want to continue to play. And the question was, as in next year? LeBron said, yeah. Then McMenamin said, you would walk away. And James said, I got to think about it. And I think this is the first time that we've ever heard LeBron James publicly talk about the idea of retirement. And it's somewhat like wild to think about. I mean, Carmelo Anthony retired yesterday. LeBron James and the Lakers just got swept. And now LeBron is talking about retirement. We are truly in a new era of basketball in the NBA. But I just can't see LeBron hanging up the sneaks before his son, Bronny James, gets into the NBA. But once you consider retirement, you usually already have one foot out the door. And I think we got to ask ourselves, have we seen the last of LeBron? It's like any type of relationship you're in, either with a friend or with a significant other. Once you start thinking about the other side, being the grass is greener on the other side, do you ever really buy 100% back in to plan the original plan? And I think you have to ask yourself, does LeBron want to play in the NBA anymore? The comments last night, I think they were pretty telling, but I do think he still has some to do and some to prove. LeBron, we know the career has been great, and he's going to go down as either the best player or the second best player. Matters if you're a Mike guy or you're a Bron guy, because you cannot deny that 27, 7.5, 7.3, 50%, and 34.5% from three, on top of everything that he has done, achieved, and where he has had success in this league, is why he's going to go down as one of the best players of all time. I mean, just pick your style. Are you a vanilla ice cream or are you a chocolate ice cream guy? Because that's really what it comes down to. You cannot deny that LeBron is not one of the best ever. And if you really have him outside the top two, I got a question if you do really know ball. I mean, when you look at what he's done, we don't even have enough big enough graphic to put everything on screen. So we tried to condense it into just 8 things. Rookie of the Year, drafted by the Cavs, number 1. A 4-time champ, twice with the Heat, once with the Cavs, once with the Lakers. A 19 times All-Star. You say that out loud, doesn't even feel real. 13-time first team All-NBA. 5-time All-Defensive first team. 4-time NBA MVP. 2-time Olympic gold medalist. And the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. I think he's made a really great case if he's the greatest ever. You at least got to have him in your top 2. Maybe he's top 2, not 2. You decide. Is LeBron the greatest player of all time? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section. We'll talk about Kyrie Irving and Austin Reaves around the corner, but first, get hooked up with our proud sponsor of today's show, Bird Dogs. Go to birddogs.com and use the promo code chat. I actually got my Bird Dogs on right now. Can't see them. These guys' legs are on screen. But I'm telling you, Bird Dogs are the shorts and pants to wear during the summer. I love them. You're going to love them. And you're going to get a free Yeti-style tumbler when you go to birddogs.com and use the promo code chat. What I love about Bird Dogs pants and shorts is they check the boxes of what I want. They're versatile, they're flexible, they're comfortable, and they just look good. And they have so many different styles. You could choose the length of the short that you want. They also have a built-in liner that makes the fit really unparalleled. Unquestionably, this is my go-to short and pant for the summer because I feel like I'm dressed for every single occasion when I'm wearing these. I can wear them to work. I can wear them to going out to dinner. I can wear them to the golf course. I can wear them when I'm just hanging around the house. I never have to change my outfit midday. And once you get hooked up with Bird Dogs, you'll be feeling the same way. Go to birddogs.com and use the promo code chat. That link is clickable down in the comments and description of today's show. Should the Lakers sign Kyrie Irving? Obviously, there's been a long history between LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. There were rumors that the Lakers were interested at the NBA trade deadline to land Kyrie Irving before he became a member of the Dallas Mavericks. And now ESPN's Brian Windhorst thinks the Lakers can sign Kyrie Irving and keep Austin Reaves, which sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Just matters. Is flaky Kyrie Irving going to be flaky Kyrie or be the Cavs Kyrie? Who knows anymore? I mean, if Kyrie comes, it will be because of LeBron James. The whole NBA is now in wait-and-see mode. I think the Lakers are really going to be some of the first dominoes to fall here in the NBA offseason, and they have to make a decision. Do we want to run it back? How much do we want to retool? Or do we want to make one final push into the center of the table with LeBron on this team, maybe for one more year before he does probably hang it up? I mean, you can go out and make a huge trade and sign and trade for Kyrie Irving, and we know how special of a talent that Kyrie Irving is. I mean, there's not many people in this world that can average 27 points per game, 6 assists, 51% from the deck, and 39% from three. But the Mavs, I think it's fair to say, were not the same basketball team that they were prior to the trade when they got Kyrie Irving. Whatever reason that may be, you can argue that down in the comment section. But you got to admit that Kyrie Irving, wherever he goes, usually doesn't end up for the best. And Windhorst said this. He said, it would take a little bit of maneuvering, and Kyrie would probably have to not take the max, or the Lakers would have to work on something with Dallas. But they can get there. They can keep Austin Reaves and get Kyrie. The Mavericks have more chips on the table. They're still holding what they invested to get him. If Kyrie says, hey, I'm going to the Lakers, and I'll go to the Lakers for X, and you can trade me and get something back, I think if the Mavericks' backs are put up against the wall, they would probably have to cooperate. Of course the Mavericks would have to cooperate. Why would they just let Kyrie Irving walk for nothing? If he tells you he's going to go sign somewhere else, you're going to do everything you can to get something back for him. But Kyrie is a great player. The cap logistics will be difficult, but they can be done. Anything can be achieved with the salary cap in any sports. You could easily put together a sign and trade somehow, some way. Is it going to take some genius moves and Rob Pelinka going to have to call on some cap guys to figure it out? Sure. But where there's a will, there is a way. And if Kyrie Irving wants to be a Los Angeles Laker, it's his decision. Really no one else can say anything. What do you think, though? Should the Lakers sign Kyrie if LeBron is back and doesn't retire and comes back and plays for the LA Lakers in 2023? Should they team him up? Should LeBron and Kyrie be the duo back in LA? Let me know. Type S for stay or P for pass. Austin Reaves, latest, had a great postseason. I thought he was really aggressive. I liked how he showed out. I like players that rise their level of play in the playoffs, and Reaves did that. He was honestly great in the Denver season. And now, as a restricted free agent this summer, Reaves is going to be looking for the absolute bag, and he deserves it, to be quite frank. I think you could argue at times he was the Lakers' second-best offensive player in this playoffs. 17 points per game, and he was efficient. Anytime you shoot 44% from beyond the three-point arc, you're going to make a whole lot of money in this game, but he gives you just more than being a spot-up three-point shooter. He can catch it off the bounce. He's a movement shooter. He can create from the mid-range. He can get downhill. He plays with a reckless style of play, which I like. He's always in go mode. He's an attacker, and he can create for others. 4.6 assists Austin Reaves is a player that the Los Angeles Lakers have to bring back, and I think they will. One thing, though, that Mark Stein said is one team is already prepared to outbid the Lakers for Austin Reaves in free agency. And yeah, that can happen, but with him being a restricted free agent, the Lakers can match that. The thing is, they don't want to pay too much money and go into that luxury tax. That's something that they're going to have to balance. The Lakers should let Reaves test the market and see what he gets. They can either match an offer sheet or walk away, and that's just a good business model. You want to let your clients go out and see if the grass is greener on the other side. And if they can go net a big offer out there, then you have an internal decision to make if you're Rob Pelinka. Do we value Austin Reaves at X? And if the answer is yes, you bring him back. If the answer is no, you say no. But even then, you could bring him back and then trade him in December, usually around December 15th every single year. So I don't see there being a world where Austin Reaves is not a Laker next season. But do you want it? May cost you $25 million, maybe 20. I don't know. I think he's going to make a big bag this summer, and the Lakers are going to have to make a decision. What do you think? Do you think they should keep him? Should Austin Reaves be a Laker? What would you do if you're the GM? Would you keep him? Would you let him walk? Type K for keep, W for walk. As always, thank you for everybody for tuning into the Los Angeles Lakers Report. We are about to up our coverage like crazy here on the channel in the offseason. Anytime the Lakers make a move or they're linked to any players, news, rumors, trade rumors, mock drafts, all type of stuff, free agency targets, we got it covered on the channel. So lock us in, hit that sub button. Let's go.